Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our weekly evening meditation. And on the third Wednesday of every month, we like to take a little trip to the cosmos for the guidance of our weekly meditation. So what does this mean? It means that we use a beautiful deck of cards called the Contact cards. And these cards are divination cards, and they have many of the archetypes that we've seen in other cards through the filter of the celestial space, through the filter of extraterrestrial life and terminology. Quite interesting. I think that exploring life in the celestial plane is something that we are going to be doing a little bit more of as the year progresses. And so to help us transition on the Wednesday of every month, we use these contact cards in very much the same way that we do on the other Wednesdays. But these provide us just a little different perspective and insight. So like always, I'll shuffle the cards, and again I say shuffle loosely. So I move the cards around for us, and then I'll choose the top card, and then I will read what the story in the accompanying book says about the card. So because it is each of these cards in this deck comes with its own little story, I'm going to encourage us all to get relaxed after I draw, and then before we begin to read. So let's get started. Started a little late. We had a little board meeting tonight before tonight's meditation, so thank you for being patient and for joining us. So I'm going to shuffle them. So I'm moving the cards around. We're going to pick the top card so that you can see the card that you have all helped to choose. And of course, while I'm doing this, I'm going to ask anybody that might be watching on YouTube Live, of course, to like this video and then subscribe to our channel and click that bell so that you get notifications of when we do go live and when we post something new. So hope you're holding your hands up or just closing your eyes and sending us energy, but I can feel everybody's energy coming from out there, whether you are here in real time or not. So let us pick that top card. Our card for the night is Ooh, interesting. I think we might have even had this one before. So the card, and I will read to you about it. It's backwards here, but I've got another camera that it won't be backwards. The card is Tour. The suit of cards is ships. So each of the suits has its own archetypal story, and then each card in the suit will give us a little more insight. So I'm going to put this down, and we're going to take a closer look at it when I do, and go from there. So excuse me one second, and we will switch cameras. So there you see the ship's card. And so before we get started, now is the time that we can begin to become relaxed. So get in your favorite spot for meditation, because it's story time. I have my little light going like it's a little fireplace, so get comfortable and get ready. So you can lie down for this. Kind of keep alert as you can. So let's read about the ship's card suit before we read about the card itself first. So what do we have to say about the ships? Certainly, the most well-recognized symbol of the entire extraterrestrial phenomenon, UFOs, of one kind or another, have been reported by multitudes of people throughout recorded history. Some of the designs in this system are based on photographic evidence or eyewitness accounts, while a few ships are extrapolations based on energy concepts that they represent. The energy dynamic of the ships is connected to movement, journeys, and processes within our consciousness. So, what better suit to draw for a journey of our consciousness, movement through our consciousness, than a ship's card? And the card that we chose was Tour. And the attribution associated with the card Tour is, this is going to be a great one for the rest of the summer, leisure. Now, isn't that a wonderful card to draw on a summer's evening? I like leisure a lot. And after some of the intense cards that we have drawn on these Wednesday evening meditations in past weeks, I like the fact that we've chosen a leisure card. So let's find out what it has to say. The Tour ship. And I ask you just kind of keep in mind, again, your feelings as I read the card, what resonates with you that's going on in your life, something that you can kind of clock for later on as we go through our meditation. Tour ship. Sliding, gliding on waves of starlight, bathed in rainbow reflections of prismatic mists, the silver streamlined leisure craft rides the ethers on its grand tour. Each viewport frames an eager face waiting to behold the wonders of the universe. The majesty of sweeping rings that crown a world of roiling hues. The beckoning firefly lights of a million solar lanterns sprinkled on a velvet field like tiny diamonds. The lone comet burning in the dark, its diaphanous tail flowing behind like a windblown tress of some celestial spirit. The tour guide, perched alone atop the ship in his crystal bubble, muses upon the vista that extends to infinity around him. Though he is a veteran of 1,000 voyages, the vast universe still gifts him with mystery. He never flies the ship to the same sights twice. Below decks, in the plush cabins, stellar sojourners are pampered like monarchs by an attentive staff. A rich buffet of delicacies intoxicates their senses, and a parade of amusements captivates their curiosity. Their stories are as varied as the stars. Here, an elder gentle being reclines in richly embroidered finery, having saved all of his days for this time of retirement and relaxation. There, a lone traveler casts her fortune to the stars in search of a soulmate. And yonder, a young couple, on their honeymoon, their twin flames burn as brightly as serious as they dance, free from gravity's woes to the symphony of the spheres. For all who embark upon this passage to exotic ports of call, the tour guide is their eye in the night. He savors his calling with spiritual satisfaction. With each new sight that brings delight to 1,000 curious eyes, their souls are gifted and their imaginations uplifted by the boundless treasures of creation. Oh, I think everybody's going to love this. The tour ship predicts calm seas and smooth sailing. This is a time to enjoy ourselves and partake of the sweet nectars of life. Time to take a well-earned vacation, to relax and to be refreshed. The symbol points the way to the path of least resistance, where everything falls into place with the slightest touch and all our dreams come true. We can now laugh long and loud without worry or doubt, for things will take care of themselves from here on out. It is a time to be entertained, pampered, and catered to. We are encouraged to get away from the hectic world of schedules and deadlines, to live to the fullest and taste the rich treats of newly discovered paradises. But the true danger in Eden was not the snake. Deep within our idyllic dream, we must remain alert, mindful that we do not drift into a lackluster stupor, the slack-jawed domain of the lethargic lotus eaters. Once we have succumbed to such a languid torpor, we may become like the fly trapped in its amber prison or lone explorer seeking to be saved from a deadly pit of quicksand. We are entitled to enjoy the luxuries of life, the luxuries that life has to offer. Sipping them slowly, like fine wine, will allow us to appreciate them over the course of an entire journey, instead of drowning our senses all at once and spending the sojourn in listless oblivion. Finally, the tour ship may be sending a signal that we are about to embark on an unexpected trip. This would be a good time for us to clean up any loose ends and to have our business affairs and relationships in good shape so that we can be free to enjoy the journey. So we've got several directions that this tour ship card could be guiding us today. And I'm asking us all individually, is the tour ship guiding you, reminding you of the leisure, the vacation, the relaxation that you deserve to take, that you deserve to make for yourself? Is it a heads up to not become seduced by languishing in this world of relaxation, in this world of rejuvenation, so that we might not become stupefied by it or incapacitated from it? Or do we have an unexpected journey that awaits us that we should prepare for? Well, it seems in all senses that no matter who we are, we all deserve to relax, regroup, and rejuvenate. And as we move through tonight's meditation, mostly guided by the music, I invite you to think of these words and to reflect on, even as we plan or as we envision this relaxation period of life, period in our lives. And again, what a great experience of summer. But I invite us all to think about how we might manage this process so that it can be successful, so that we can become rejuvenated and return to our lives inspired and energized and encouraged to continue moving forward in whatever we've chosen as our life path. So the journey is ours to take, and let us begin to take that journey, or start that journey together this evening. And so I'm going to shift the window for a second and leave the card up for you to continue. If you want to open your eyes and take a look at it throughout the meditation, feel free. It is there for you so that you can send yourself back, have that visual, if that's what you need, of returning there. And so, as I get settled to begin, why don't we all get settled to go a little deeper in our journey, in our meditation this evening. So get settled, get comfortable. And we're going to begin by paying attention to our breath as it enters our nostrils. As we may hold on to it for a moment, just to feel it nourishing our body, and then exhaling through our mouth. How does it feel as that breath enters into our nostrils? How does it feel as it moves through our body? Is it a cold feeling or a warm feeling? How does it feel as it exerts our body? Just pay attention to it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. With every breath, we are going deeper and deeper into ourselves, deeper and deeper into the inner space within inside us. Every inhale takes us deeper, and every exhale takes us deeper. More and more relaxed. The more relaxed we become, the more our bodies just seem to dissolve around us. They remain anchored by our breath, as we just allow them to fade into that inner space, the universe within. Comfortable and relaxed. We find our mind's eye drifting to the tourship card as we remember it. And we begin to think about the story. We begin to think about the characters in the story, wondering, allowing ourselves to explore. Are we the tour guide? Are we in our lives guiding others in our charge somewhere where they need to be? Are we seeking to relax and retire? Are we seeking to take some time or make some time and remove ourselves from the world for a bit, maybe in seclusion. Are we seeking a journey with another, connected with us, bound to us by love, by relationship, and sharing this journey together? Whichever one of these most speaks to us tonight, I invite us all to just attach to it gently, align to what it means to be that particular being in the story. And to ask the spirits of the celestial plane is this my journey? What must I do to enable this journey to happen? How can I help others that are on the journey with me? And what must I do to return from this journey inspired and prepared and excited about the life that I am living? And just allow ourselves a moment of that reflection. And then we just allow the sounds that we hear in the next few moments to speak to us the answers to the questions that we have asked our celestial beings, our celestial guides for tonight. Just relax. Listen for the answers from those guides. Relax and open our hearts and minds. In the quiet of our soul this evening, we have heard the answers that we seek. Perhaps they didn't appear as words, or perhaps they did, or images, or sounds. Our tour, our journey has begun tonight. We are the ones on the tour ship together. Taking us to wherever we choose to be. And tonight's experience allows us the confidence to know that this is the perfect time for that journey. We've got the confirmation that we will enjoy this journey. We can have the determination that yes, we will be inspired by this journey. For the life we have when we return from this journey. You are at a state of peace. The journey has begun. We're in the car, we're in the ship, we're on the boat, wherever we choose to be. We don't need to ask if we're there yet because we're always there. And in this state of comfort and peace and serenity and excitement and hope, let us return to our bodies, anchored by our wonderful breath, so we can begin to notice that breath once again as it comes in and goes out. In and out. In and out. We just imagine our bodies just materializing once again where we left it, in that space where we've been relaxing. Just dissolving in. We can feel our toes wiggle. We can feel our feet and our calves and knees and thighs. We can feel our buttocks and our hips, and our waist, and our stomach, our chest and our arms, and our shoulders and our neck, our fingertips. We can feel our chin and our lips and our nose and cheeks. and eyes and ears and forehead. We can feel our crown, and we can feel the light emanating from it. Free from pain and discomfort, energized but relaxed, and ready. So let's return completely. We'll take 3 quick breaths. We'll keep our eyes closed during the first 2, and then we will open our eyes on the last one. So let us breathe. Inhale and exhale quickly. Inhale again and exhale quickly. And one more deep breath. Let us inhale and exhale. There you are. There you are. So, how was your journey into your own inner universe this evening? We didn't have to think too much. We didn't have to take a deep dive into any of our angst. Instead, we could enjoy the pleasure of our own company and the pleasure of knowing that all of us have our respective journeys, that we are sharing together on this planet. So let's just take some time this week to look around us and know that each of us is on that journey, and to encourage each of us to relax and enjoy it as we do. There's still some light left in this evening, so perhaps you can head out for a little brisk walk and reflect. I always invite people to journal about their experiences here in meditation or throughout the week as you think about meditation. You can always watch it again on YouTube if you want to return to this space and continue to kind of evolve what you've learned from tonight. So, with that, I wish everyone a wonderfully pleasant and enjoyable and inspiring summer's night and journey and tour wherever you decide to go. Blessings to all. Check the ISD website, of course, for the latest events coming up at isd-dc.org. And we will look forward to seeing you again here in the very near future.